Good afternoon, friends. This is Deb with Simple Grower here in the Pacific Northwest. It's a beautiful day here. It's a little windy, still chilly. Whitecaps on the lake. Zoom it in here so maybe you can see the whitecaps. Moved my operation to my other deck because my water fountain's loud. I noticed that yesterday in my video when I was up potting the peppers. Here's the temporary garden that I'm doing down there. Still in the works. Still have some time with that. Today I'm going to be up potting some tomatoes. So, get you turned around here and we'll start. Okay, today I'm up potting some tomatoes. So the water, I do the same thing. Got a gallon jug here of just my well water that is high in alkaline, so the pH is high. And so what I do to lower the pH to about 6 to 6.5 is I put a little bit of vinegar in this gallon jug of water. Shake it around, and that will drop the acid level down. Oops. And then, of course, fish emulsion. Make sure you give it a good shake. A couple tablespoons. Smelly. Woo. Give that a good shake. Alright. So the water's ready to go. Alright, so with the tomatoes, I went ahead and put some earthworm castings into my soil here. And it's a really windy day here in the Pacific Northwest, so I'm going to go through this pretty quick. I need to get my tomatoes back inside. Not only is it windy, but it's sunny too, so it's a double whammy on these starts that have been inside my house this whole time. This is their first time outside. And remember yesterday I told you about planting extras. I keep a list of how many tomatoes I need for my garden, but I always do a couple extra on account of there's always an accident. And just now when I was moving this table to my deck back here because my fountain is noisy or loud, like I said, there's always an accident that happens around here. And this time I dropped I dropped this onto my tomatoes, right onto them. Luckily none of them broke that I can see. I can take a closer look, I'll be able to see if I damaged any of the stems. But that's exactly why I up pot more than I need. So tomatoes. So yesterday we did peppers. Did peppers in this little 3-inch pot here. Which is fine for peppers. It's not so good for tomatoes because tomatoes grow big, fast, and have a really big root system. So when I up pot from, grab one of these. When I up pot from this little guy, I go ahead and use a solid 4-inch pot, or I go ahead and put it into one of these. What is this? Maybe a 6-inch pot. And then they'll never have to be up potted again. And in a month, I'll be putting them out into my garden. Okay, so same drill. Mix this a little bit. I wet my soil a little bit because it dried out overnight. Grab one of these. Like we squeeze from the bottom with these 6-packs, and then kind of just, you're not pulling on it, you're just guiding the start out. And then look at that root system. Not bad, huh? Now with these tomatoes, I want to up pot them really deep. Look, there goes the wind blowing my stuff away. That's okay. I want to up pot them really deep because all these little hairs on the stem are going to grow roots. And it's going to establish a really healthy root system for the tomato plant. It's really important that they're buried deep when you put them out in your garden. And so a good root system to start is always a good idea. Okay, so see how deep I buried that? And it's going to be happy, very happy. Now I'll go ahead and put some fish fertilizer onto the potted plant. What I'm going to do here real quick before I take these, I need to take these inside because it's, oh, there's one that I damaged. I broke the stem on it. Shoot. Oh well, I have lots of these. I just want to go through real quick what kind of tomatoes I'm growing. Okay, so here we have a shimmer hybrid. I'm going to show you some pictures of these that I downloaded from the internet so you can see the stars and then you can see what the tomato looks like after it's fruited. This is a pole cherry tomato. That's what it looks like in the start. This is a hybrid. These two are hybrids. Here's an early girl. This is Better Boy. Better Boy is also a hybrid. Beefsteak. This is one of my main tomatoes in my garden, and that is an heirloom tomato. This is a Bartelli tomato. It's I've never grown it. This is my first year, but I understand that it's a really great tasting kind of cherry tomato. And then one of my favorites. This is a cherry tomato, but it's yellow, and it's called Sengold. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, and another 6-pack of the shimmers. Like I said, I grow my starts for friends, so steak. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get these back inside and finish up potting these. Glad you guys stopped by. Sorry I say all the time. So hope you all are doing well. Great Sunday, and I will talk to you soon. Simple Grower, peace out. And there's a sneak peek of my table that I made. My operation here, my grow room. My little lemon tree. This is still a work in progress, but it's coming along, so starts are doing great.